Voice of Metal. Just, we're going to do something special with the Halloween edition. But before I begin that, I just thought I would mention this. I did buy my second LP. It's going to be Megadeth's last album. Got a special one with a smoky kind of coloring to it. It's going to be really cool looking, I think. There's a couple other ones that were out there. There's one that was a special edition that's 250 prints that was uniquely different for each one. That cost about $250 a piece, which, were pretty kind of pricey. Um, anyway, one thing I didn't know about, and this is something that I don't think they released on the pre-order, and you might still be able to get, of course, a pre-order for it in January. I think it's like January 23rd, I believe, but I'm not positive on the actual date, but it's definitely January. When they release the actual album that you can pre-order, I think still now. You might not get the special edition kind of stuff because it's been out. The pre-order was quite a while ago. But anyway, the one thing that was rather interesting, I thought was really fascinating, and I'll try. I saw the actual post, even though I knew about it beforehand, was that Dave was mentioning the fact that he was going to try to do he's going to do a Ride the Lightning cover of the original Ride the Lightning song, which he helped write. And yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. He's always said he respected James and Lars and stuff like that with their writing abilities and guitar work and all this other stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was kind of awesome that he acknowledged them in that little video that he did. And I'll try to post that later on here, the link to it, so that way you guys can all see it as well. And if you haven't seen it, I thought it was kind of a nice little tribute. He's like going full circle because he started off in the band. He helped kind of form the band in the beginning, even though he wasn't a part of it. But he has become a huge success on his own. He's still one of the top metal bands out there. People know Megadeth really well. And really, as far as I'm concerned, personally, myself, that even though Dave may not be, well listened to right now, but that can change later on. Personally, I think he's up there with him, if not close to where Metallica ever was. Because some of his songs were really phenomenal. Hello, how's it going? Hey, how's it going? We got quite a few people, Mary and Noel. Noel Garcia. Welcome. I've got 12 people on here. Cool. I'm glad you guys are all here. I was just mentioning that those, whose songs? Basically, what it is that Dave was actually talking about. He was going to do a cover of one of the songs he helped write, and that was Ride the Lightning. I guess that's kind of near and dear to his heart out of all the songs that were on the album. And I definitely understand him wanting to do that. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yep, Mr. Dave Mustang himself. Yep, it was kind of cool. I saw the video. I heard about it before that, but I officially saw him mention it on YouTube, on their channel, on YouTube anyway. So what we're gonna do is a Halloween style video, even though I'm not dressed up for Halloween. But I did get my Cannibal Corpse shirt. I think that was kind of cool. It's kind of got the skulls, decapitated type skulls and things like that on it. And if you look at it, it's got a green and red tie dye, which actually makes me think of grass and blood. That's the reason why I picked out that. This is kind of cool. It's a white shirt. I'm usually in the black, but hey, I thought, why not? It's really cool. Anyway, and I didn't think about, well, I couldn't tell what the colors were then because the lighting was not very good where I was at. It's at the Fillmore Auditorium, I think is what it's called. Anyway, that's where they were playing that with quite a few other bands that were really, really awesome that night. It was phenomenal, and I loved it. So anyway, yep. Anyway, number 20 is Dragula from Rob Zombie. Industrial groove metal is a high octane ode to monstrous vehicles and classic monster movie imagery. and delivering pure cinematic horror energy. And I think he either has a new album out now, or he's going to be having one out fairly shortly. Not the last one, like Megadeth, but pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be in the release day. If I find out, I'll try to let you guys know. If not, you'll probably figure it out for yourself, I'm sure. Number 19 is Buried Dreams from Carcass, which is definitely an all time favorite of mine. Death metal, which actually, Carcass I didn't know about until later on, even though I knew them. If you look at episodes of Friends, they are actually mentioned on there. So if you've never heard of them before, you probably did hear them a long time ago, which you didn't even probably even think about because you didn't know who they were, like me. It explores psychological decay and the horrifying sensation of being consumed by one's own darkest thoughts and failures, which in a way I think that kind of sums up Halloween to a point. To a point. Oh, and just so you know, if I have a bunch of people on there, there might be a few people from TikTok because I did sign up for an account on there. Uploaded some video shorts for all those people that are on TikTok, and I wanted to make sure that if they are from TikTok, welcome, 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 and don't forget to like and subscribe because that's the whole reason why I did it in the first place, to get people into the channel to actually see what we're all about, and also hopefully with the additional subscribers, maybe if I get 1,000 or more, I'm hoping I might end up try. I'm gonna try even at 500 to convince or talk some people into coming on eventually here. And the only thing is, I might have to change the format. I know a lot of people seem to like this format because what it is it it's easy to look on your phone. If I do it the other way, you have to turn it sideways. So please, 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 please check it out. Even if I do have to change that, because if I do like a video call with somebody, it'll probably be on my computer and the orientation will not be the same. So I'm hoping you guys will still stick around and watch that with me too. I appreciate it because that means a lot. I didn't think about that. I was going to mention it. It seems like I get more people watching when I'm doing it this way live than I am the other way. Yep, the sh. Yep, yep. I know that one. The sh. Anyway, give me the. I like that. A clever way of doing it and making it nice. Number 17 is Call of the Clue by Metallica, which we just talked about not too long ago with James and Lars Ulrich. Sorry, instrumental thrash. I guess that's what they call it. I don't know. Another Lovecraft tribute. The song's sinister and sprawling arrangement perfectly builds a sense of mounting cosmic dread. It's interesting. Call the Clue, and that is a really good. You know what? I think I missed one, so I'll have to go back to it. Call of Kalua is one of those songs that has a really unique sound to it. Really awesome stuff. And I'm gonna go back to number 18 because I didn't say that one. Is A Darker Truth from Bloodbath. Death metal itself. That's usually kind of a Halloween type style feel to a dark metal, black metal, kind of evil stuff. Focuses on the grim reality of inevitable mortality and the bleak, unsettling relevance of the afterlife itself. I know he is. I feel the same way. I'm not a huge fan of Lars. I will say that much. I'm not. I mean, he is a phenomenal drummer. He is a great artist himself, but he's kind of a you know what. No offense to Lars. So if I ever get a chance to interview him, I will show him his utmost respect. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna, you know, how you say, back up his whole thing, if you know what I mean. I'm sure if you've been around for a while, you know what I'm talking about. The whole sellout kind of thing is what some people call it, or Ash slash Napster. How do you say? Crap is what I call it. Maybe number 16 is The Curse of the Piranha. Is a merciful fate, heavy metal horror. I guess is what their merciful fate. I guess merciful fate's a horror style metal. Who knows? Tells a chilling story of awakening of ancient Egypt's curse and the terror that follows it. Interesting. Curse of the Piranha. Let's see. We got here. Number 15 is Nightfall. I'm not sure who did this. Blind Guardian. I don't think I've heard Blind Guardian. I probably have. I just don't know. Because sometimes I do know them and I just think I don't know them. Power metal symphonic, a complex epic from their Shrillum based album. I think that's how you say it. Capturing the ultimate ancient darkness and despair of the end times. So it kind of reminds me of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse in a way. So from Metallica too. Yep. Let's see here. Somebody sent me a new message, so I just was making sure I read it. I try to read them out sometimes with certain things. Anyway, moving on to number 14, The Number of the Beast from Iron Maiden, which Iron Maiden is definitely an all time favorite of mine. I mean, I didn't listen to it when I was younger, unfortunately. I feel deprived that I didn't get that opportunity. I mean, I heard of them, I knew of them, but I didn't really listen to their music. And if you had ever heard them before, you really need to because they are really, really good. I want to say that right now because they have been around for a long, long time, just like Metallica, and they really deserve a lot more credit than they're due. Because a lot of people listen to Metallica a lot, they listen to all these other bands, Slipknot even, but Iron Maiden is the ones that really got things going for all the other bands. I think, and they were kind of around the same time Metallica was, but really, honestly, they really deserve more credit and more notoriety than they have in the past. And they have some really good stuff, so check them out. They're really freaking phenomenal. A powerful account of witnessing a satanic ritual, inevitable fear of the sophisticated prophesized, sorry, apocalypse, which is really cool. Now this is another one. Morbid Angel is another one. Is a really good one too. Number 13 is where the slime live. Where the slime live. I'm not sure. That's kind of a weird title for a song. It didn't quite make sense. That's why I'm gonna make sure I read it right. Death metal, a deep churning track that paints a picture of social mortal decay and what's this? Hideous unseen force that governs it. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Number 12 is Nightcrawler from Judas Priest. Was definitely another band that's really good. People don't know them as well, somewhat. I think more people know them than probably Iron Maiden. But anyway, heavy metal, of course, a high energy track with about a savage, bloodthirsty creature that stalks the prey of and preys on victims under the cover of darkness itself, which is kind of crazy, kind of creepy. A Nightcrawler. Number 11 is World Eater from Bolt Thrower, which I definitely love Bolt Thrower. They got some really great stuff. I've only heard them for the last year or so, to be honest with you. There's a lot of bands that I have not actually known about except for through my streaming services on YouTube Music. Kind of like another singer that I know now who they are, even though I knew who she was before that. So it was almost like maybe 19 years ago, 20 years ago, that I saw an ad about from somebody. Didn't know who she was, wanted to get to know her. I called places to find out who she was and got nowhere at all. But then later on down the road, YouTube Music, she popped up again and I found out who she was at least. Even though things have happened where I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but I'm not getting into all of that. But anyway, I'll let you. Yeah. Anyway, I'll shut up about that one. But it's kind of brought me to mind on that one. Number 10 is The Exorcist is by Possessed, which I don't think I've ever heard before. It's death thrash metal, considered a foundational track for death metal itself. So I should know this one, right? A graphically details a demonic possession and induced violent exorcism. So it's The Exorcist. You know, it could be one of the songs that was on The Exorcist itself, but I really doubt it. Number 9 is The Thing That Should Not Be, which is one song I definitely know very well. I've heard it lots of times. Great song from Metallica themselves on number 9. Is inspired by H.P. Lovecraft, the Kalula Mementos. Okay, there you go. Detailing the fear of colossal, ancient, and unseen horrors lurking beneath the sea. So, yeah, the thing that should not be. That I it kind of reminds me of something that I did a long time ago. By probably don't want to tell my son that. It's a long story. Every time I have a message from certain people, um, yeah, that's the song that played. The thing that should not be, and it's kind of a good song for that, I think. But anyway, number 8 is "Feed My Frankenstein" from Alice Cooper. There you go. That one's for Dylan. There. How about that? Because he definitely loves Alice Cooper, and I never did mention to him that I was going to be on, so I apologize. Do I want to be a quarterback? Quarterback for what? Tristan? Anyway, heavy metal, shock rock, a classic horror anthem featuring a massive groove inspired by the desire to bring a monstrous creation to life. Feed My Frankenstein. That's Alice Cooper for you, right? Oh, okay, quarterback. Haha. Good one. Is that a dad joke, Tristan? Should probably heard it. Probably heard it from some dad. Maybe who knows? Sounds like some dad would do. But anyway, no, not really. Okay. Number 7 is In the Fire. Oh, that reminds me. How many of you guys got really good candy? If you actually, well, if you're young enough for that, because I've had a few people on here that were a little younger. They probably should be on here, but that's okay. I don't mind. Um, just in case you got went out there and got some trick or treat candy and stuff like that. In the Fire by Malevolent Creation, death metal, a ferocious track focused on literal damnation and eternal suffering within the eternal flame of hell itself, which is really awesome. Oh, okay. I figure you probably might. That's why I said that. Because I thought, maybe Tristan, right? And you're probably what? How old? Maybe 16, 17, maybe. I don't know. Maybe younger. Who knows? I've had a few people in there that are younger. Number 6, 12. Okay, see, I was close. So you got some cool trick or treat Halloween candy. Awesome. Mine started slowing down, so I said I'm gonna go eat. I turned off the lights and everything at a certain time, a little earlier than I planned on, but I got some trick or treaters out there. Number 6 is Nightbringers by the Black Delilah Murder, which they have some really good stuff if you've never heard it before. It's melodic death metal, explores the summoning of dark entities and malevolent spirits who descend upon the world at night, which is kind of cool. The Nightbringers, kind of a cool title for a song. Number 5 is number 1. Okay, this is not on the list for number 5 is Black Number 1. A Little Miss Scare All. Interesting. Oh, by Typo Negative. Ah, there you go. That's it. That's the album. I thought, okay, that's weird. I guess I may have been saying this all wrong the entire time. God, oh no, this one. Some of the other ones didn't have the song albums, but anyway, Goth Doom, a darkly romantic and tongue to cheek ode to a stereotypical goth girl obsessed with all things spooky and dark. And this one is for somebody special. I ain't gonna mention her name, but she knows who she is if she ever does watch it. She knows because I know she likes Typo Negative. And I definitely like some of the Typo Negative stuff as well. It's one of those songs that I love, but then I don't love, depending on how you look at it. Hey, how's it going? I'm not sure what they mean by that, but okay. Anyway, number 4 is Dead Embryonic Cells by Sepultura, which I definitely love Sepultura, and this is a definitely good song. Thrash groove metal deals with the anthem of biological horror and the slow toxic decay of both the natural world and humanity itself, which probably reminds me of some of the stuff that they do. Um, with experimentation with stuff, kind of creepy. That's kind of what that song's about. I think it seems like, or yeah, there was another one that they did that's kind of like that. Number, excuse me, hiccup. Zombie Ritual by Death itself, which is cool. Death is death metal. A visceral track focused on the focus of neo. Now I forgot how you say it. Necromancy and the gruesome creation of a reanimated of the undead. So that's what zombie ritual is all about. Anyway, I thought I had some people that are all messages. Okay. Now, number two is Death Skin Mask from Slayer, which is definitely an awesome band. Thrash metal inspired by a real life serial killer, Ed Gwynn. A lyrics chilling narrative and experience of wearing a mask made out of human skin, which I had no idea that's what that song was about. I've seen it, I've heard it. Well, yeah, seen the name, heard the music, but I didn't know where it was inspired by. There you go. Serial killer, real life serial killer. Well, what more Halloween can you do? But basically, that definitely sums up some Halloween stuff, and probably where a lot of stories come from. Like I know Stephen King stuff they think came from a lot of experiences from his hometown where he lives at. The stories about things going on there in his place. I forgot where it was at, Massachusetts or something. I think I'm not sure. Anyway, number one is Halloween, the song from King Diamond, which I'm not a particular fan of King Diamond. He's got some pretty good stuff on some things, but I think his vocals are a little high for my taste. But that's just me. But there are some definite, very loyal fans of King Diamond. Heavy metal horror is the genre. A narrative track detailing the um, traditions and sinister events that unfold in a terrifying night of Halloween itself. So there you go. We got ended with Halloween for the Halloween actual list from King Diamond. That's kind of cool. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. Is anybody else? See, there's only one person now watching. Maybe, possibly. I've had some people, or I have a lot of people start off and then it kind of dies out and kind of goes back up and goes back down. So who knows? So Tristan, are you still there? Probably so. Who knows? Who knows? Actually, I had somebody that was on their parents' account, which is kind of interesting. It's like, oh, okay. But anyway, so I think that's it for their list, and there's not as many people on here as I had hoped for. But hey, it was nice to have people talking, somebody doing stuff. Yeah, see, now I lost them. Anyway, the last one. Thanks for watching. Take care. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. If you are from TikTok, let me know. I would love to hear from you. So that way, at least I know you are watching the channel. So at least I don't feel like I'm posting videos on TikTok without getting anybody from there to watch the channel on YouTube. I know most people like to go to TikTok for that, but anyway, it's still kind of the same. Maybe not. Who knows? Thanks for watching. Oh, see, now I got two people. Anybody want to say anything before I go? You got opportunity. I got three people watching. Three people. Are you from TikTok? So they're not going to say anything. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. Good night. Don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. And like I said before, without you guys, the voice of metal, which are you, me, and everybody that is in metal, is truly the voice of metal. And really, the person I hopefully interview later on will be the voice of metal for the night, basically, is what it boils down to. So thanks again. Take care. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Take care. If I can get to stop.